tip for those that have PCOS. I also want to read this one soon because it's a summer book and I feel like summer's almost over. If you like super sugary drinks, you might like this. Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. I'm starting off the vlog in the exact same spot, in the exact same outfit that I ended off the last vlog because it's the next morning. Good morning. I have some tea. I'm gonna lay off the caffeine today. I've had a chai latte every single morning this week, and I kind of feel like I can feel my body acting up from having so much caffeine. I went like a year, I would say, without having any caffeine, and then I've slowly implemented caffeine back into my diet through Diet Coke, an occasional chai latte. Decaf is not like 100% decaf. It always has trace amounts of caffeine. And then I did have a little bit of iced coffee when we were at the beach. So I feel like I've started implementing caffeine back into my diet. But since I've started doing that more regularly, I'm noticing some like immune things that I used to experience that went away pop back up. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder if everything that I had issues with prior is related to like my caffeine consumption. It's a working theory that I have. So I'm gonna lay off the caffeine today. I'm having a spearmint tea, 0 caffeine, and this is actually a really good tip for those that have PCOS. For some reason, spearmint tea has helped regulate my cycle, amongst other things. But if you're a girl and you are on the PCOS journey like I am, you should try spearmint tea out. I don't know the exact science behind why they recommend spearmint tea if you have PCOS or what it does for your body or why it helps regulate, but this is the one thing that has helped me regulate my cycle. And it's not super regular, but it's more regular than what it was before. Also, it's just kind of a nice beverage to look forward to and wake up to in the morning that's not caffeine. So I've been sipping on this all morning. I just got off my first meeting of the day. It was bright and early. 9 a.m. meeting East Coast time, which means 7 a.m. my time. I did take it in my pajamas with my hair in a bun, but in my defense, my camera did not need to be on and was not on. So now that my meeting's over, I am taking the time to get a little bit ready. I'm gonna do my skincare, brush my teeth, put on some clothes for the day, redo my hair because I cannot have it in this bun all day. Actually, does it look that bad? Yeah, I don't think it's camera presentable, so I'll probably slick it back or something, and then a shower will be needed tonight. Anyways, just wanted to say good morning, start off day 2 of vlog week. I hope you guys enjoy. I picked arguably the worst day to do a caffeine cleanse because I'm really craving a Diet Coke right now. I'm so tired. I do wake up early for work. Like, I'm always awake to start work at 7 a.m. But I feel like having to be meeting presentable at 7 a.m. is a new level of having to be ready for work. Like, normally I don't have 7 a.m. meetings and I don't schedule 7 a.m. meetings, 9 a.m. meetings because they're just brutal. So I'm struggling a little bit today. Honestly, I said I need a caffeine break. I'm really not sure if it's going to happen today. I'm not sure. I have a 20-minute break before my next meeting. I just had 3 meetings back to back, so I need to like remove myself from my workspace and just sit on the floor, to be totally honest. So I figured we could chit chat while I take my work break. And let's talk about books that are currently on my radar. I actually just got 2 out of these 3 books on Libby. Like, I had them on hold for literally, I think like 2 months, to be honest, like a long time. They both just came up at once, and that's typically how Libby works. You'll put like 6 books on hold and you'll wait months, and then all of a sudden every single one of them will be available at the same time. So that's currently what we're dealing with. But the first book that I'm so excited to read is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read every other Taylor Jenkins Reid book, maybe aside from like 1 or 2 of her older books, but I've read all of her most popular ones, obviously. I've read The 7 Husbands, Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising, Carrie Soto is Back. I think maybe In Another Life I've read. I think there are like 3 books that I haven't read that are like pretty old, but I don't really know if I'll end up getting to them. But Atmosphere is her most recent book that just came out, and I gave it a good shot
2 months ago, I think, maybe a month ago, like when the book was first released, and I just like was not in the mood to read it, so I just sent it back and placed another hold thinking like, oh, I'll be ready to read this in 2 months when I get the book again. And I honestly don't know if I'm ready or not yet, but I feel like I need to read it because I've heard so many good things about this book. So many people have rated this book 5 stars and said it's like one of their favorite books of the year, and it's their favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid books. So I need to read it. My only hesitation with this book is that it's science-y. Like, it has to do with outer space, which I should have known that by reading the title of the book. Also, there's literally a rocket in the reflection of her glasses, but I just like didn't think it would be about science or space when I first picked it up, and I just don't like reading like science fiction. I don't like reading books about science. Science was my worst subject in school, therefore I don't want to read about it in a book in my free time. So because of that, I'm a little hesitant, but I do feel like I need to just suck it up and start it because I've heard that it is an amazing book. So it's definitely up there, and I need to get to it before my Libby hold is up. Second book that's on the list that was a hold on Libby is These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean. And I also want to read this one soon because it's a summer book, and I feel like summer's almost over, and it'd be like kind of a shame to read this during the fall or winter when it's cold outside. And I honestly don't really know what it's about. First of all, the cover is what intrigued me. I just feel like it's a really pretty cover. And two, I've heard a few people review this book, but not that many. So I'm excited to see what it's about. I'm kind of going to go into it blind, I think, just because that's more fun. So we shall see. But These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean is up there. And then the last book that is very high up on my reading list, and I'm so excited about, is Wildcard by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the Rose Hill series and the final book in the Rose Hill series. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so this is a book that I could theoretically read after my 2 Libby holds, but it is also the book that is living rent-free in my head in comparison to the other 2 books that I just discussed. So I may end up reading this one next because it's just all of her books are chef's kiss. Specifically her books that take place in like a small town, and the male main character is like a little country boy and the girl is like a city girl, and I honestly don't even know the plot of this book. It could not be that, but I'm so excited to dive into it. So that honestly may be my next read. I haven't picked up a book in about 2 weeks now, a week and a half. I didn't read it all when I was in the Outer Banks, and I think the last book that I finished was the Zodiac Academy series, 7th book. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of put me in a slump. And last time I read a Zodiac Academy book, like number 6, it also put me in a slump. So I'm seeing a trend here where those books tend to put me in a slump, despite the fact that I do enjoy reading them. So I don't know. I just need to get back into it. But those are 3 books that are currently on my radar. I figured I would share and we could chat, have a little book moment. But yeah, okay, I need to get back to my work desk now. This was a lovely little break. Stay tuned to see if I break my no caffeine rule today because I think I may need it. I'm struggling a little bit today. I had to do it. I was literally falling asleep while working. This is, if anything, a prime example of why I need to cut out caffeine again because I'm addicted. Love that for me. Had to do it. I got my usual, the Big Al, which is just Diet Coke, coconut, and lime. And then I wanted to try something off of their fall menu, although I did tweak it a little bit. It's called Spice Baby. I don't even know what's in this. It's like a bunch of spicy things. It's originally with Dr. Pepper, but I replaced it and did Diet Coke, so I am not a Dr. Pepper fan. But there's like pumpkin spice in here, pumpkin something else, half and half, cinnamon, vanilla. Like there's a lot of sauces and additives in this drink, so we're gonna try it. I don't think I like that. Wow, it's really sweet. You said it wasn't sweet. Wow, it's really sweet. This is just like straight syrup. If you like super sugary drinks, you might like this. This is not for me personally, but I do understand. The flavors complement each other really well. Like it is very obviously a fall drink. I just think that it's personally too sweet for me. I'll be sticking with my usual. I've officially wrapped up my workday. Unfortunate to say that I think this was my least productive workday of the week. My motivation was just at an all-time low today. I don't know what it is. There's some things in the water, but I just think that like with the state of the world and how my weeks have gone the last 2 weeks, we're feeling a little unmotivated. Not gonna lie. We'll have to fix it. We will fix it, but I'm feeling a little unmotivated. I digress. I was gonna go for a run after work and do a workout, but I think I mentioned in this video, or maybe it was yesterday's video. Oh, it was yesterday's video. My feet got attacked by mosquitoes at the Outer Banks. I kid you not. I think that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mosquito bites just on my left foot. And this is gross. So if you don't like gross things, I apologize. Maybe just skip ahead 30 seconds. I scratched one of the mosquito bites so hard that I actually broke skin, and now it's like an open wound / blister. And it wasn't bleeding or anything, but today I took the Band-Aid off after having it on all night, and when I took the Band-Aid off, it's like bleeding and pussing. Sorry, again, I know, gross. I don't think that I should put shoes on or socks on or anything on it except for Neosporin for a little bit. So I'm gonna hold off on working out today, even though like I'm really in the mood to go for a run or a walk or something. I'm gonna chill and let my foot heal because the blister is like in such a weird place that it's gonna rub no matter how I cover it or patch it. Like I've had Band-Aids on it for the last 2 days. It's just progressively getting worse. So we're gonna chill. Instead of going outside and going for a run, I think that I'm going to edit yesterday's YouTube video. So I'm gonna sit on the couch for a little bit and stare at more screens, which is probably truthfully the last thing that I really should be doing at this point in time, is staring at more screens. But I'm trying to be a little bit productive so that I can just kind of chill out later. And while I'm feeling motivated outside of work, I'm just gonna tackle some things that are on my to-do list. So I'm gonna sit on the couch for a little bit, edit my YouTube video, and then we'll see what else we get up to later on. It's my turn to make dinner tonight. Last night we went out for dinner. The night before, John made dinner, and then I think the night before that I made dinner, or we just ate leftovers or something. It's been a kind of a weird dinner week, but I'm making dinner tonight, and I'm making stuffed peppers, so I figured I'd show you guys the ingredients that we typically use for stuffed peppers. Disclaimer, I got this recipe from Form, so it's not my recipe. I'm not that talented in the kitchen, but it's a recipe that we've used like 4 or 5 times. Like we've used it quite a few times, and we really like it, so we're putting it back into the rotation because we need some new meals mixed into there. I'm getting tired of tacos, chicken, and pasta. We need to add some other things. So first things first, peppers. I'll typically use 4 of these, 3 to 4 of these. I'll probably do, how many peppers do you think you'll eat? 2 tonight? Should I just make 3 then? Because I'm not gonna eat 2.
Sure.
And we don't, I feel like leftover pepper is not good. I'll probably do 3 tonight because John will eat 2, I'll eat 1. And I don't really like leftover soggy pepper, so if anything, we can just like heat up a new pepper tomorrow for lunch if we want to eat that. And then what goes inside the pepper, we cook rice. We just do like white rice. You can even do the microwavable rice. We used to do that, but we've just started doing our own rice. Baby spinach gets baked, or not baked, sauteed into the inside. Ground turkey, taco seasoning, and I'm just now realizing that these 2 flavors may conflict, so we'll have to see. I bought diced tomatoes, but I bought Italian style, so between taco seasoning and Italian style tomatoes, I'm not really sure those are going to complement each other that well, but we'll have to see. I am going to get cooking, probably going to start preheating the oven, do the rice first, and then everything else is kind of like a last minute task because they don't need to cook as long as the peppers and rice do.